Hey YouTube, I'm back again with another live video. You already know who it is. I am Damian Moody, but I also call myself Kashmere Majesty or Red Riding Hood, and I'm back. I want to give a big happy 50th birthday shout out to singer, songwriter, record producer Tamia Hill. It is her 50th birthday today. I'm pretty sure many of you guys and ladies know who Tamia is from songs like You Put a Move in My Heart, Stranger in My House, Love Me in a Special Way, um, So Into You, Officially Miss You, her and Eric Benet, what's that song? I can't think of the name of the damn song. I think it's called Spend My Life with You or something like that. But anyway, I am about to read her birthday and show much love to one of my favorite childhood singers. I said read her birthday, I meant read her bio. I'm sorry. So once again, this is Tamia. She was born Tamia Marilyn Washington Hill on May 9th, 1975. She is a Canadian singer and songwriter. Born and raised in Windsor, oh shit, I'm about to fall. Uh, what you need? Alright. Oh, I'm about to fall again? What the hell? That's about the second time I was slip. What am I about to wear? I'm about to spray myself. Man, I can't believe I ripped those pins. I ain't never mean to. I really didn't. This cheap ass plastic outfit. Let me see where the where the fuck is that, man? Or man, yeah, I just what the hell? Alright, this is my hat. But where did I put it at? I'm over here looking around. Did I throw it in the bag? I don't think so. Where the hell? I might just throw this on. It don't smell bad. It's sugar. She said, she like, it's strange. those socks at? Not going on some, but my feet look like that. I surely know. Oh, ouch! God damn. Oh, Lord. One, two. One, two. Oh, that was so good. All right, my bad, YouTube. I'm back. So, where am I going? She is a Canadian singer and songwriter, born and raised in Windsor, Ontario. Tamia performed in various singing and dancing competitions as a child. In 1994, after signing a development deal with Warner Bros. Records, she was asked by veteran producer Quincy Jones, rest in peace, much love to Quincy, to appear on his album Q's Juke Joint in 1995, earning her Grammy Award nominations for their collaboration on one of my favorite songs, You Put a Move in My Heart, You Put a Move on My Heart, and Slow Jams. Her self-titled debut album was released in 1998 and followed by a series of successful albums with Elektra Records, including one of my favorite Tamia albums, A New Day in 2000 and More in 2004. Several songs from these albums became hit singles on the pop and R&B record charts, including "So Into You," "Stranger in My House," and "Imagination," as well as her collaborations um, "Into You," "Missing You," and "Spend My Life with You." Since her departure from Elektra, Tamia has released most of her projects independently on her own label, Plus One Music Group, through ventures with Def Jam Recordings, E1 Music, and others. In 2015, her sixth album, Love Life, debuted and peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Top R&B Hip Hop Albums, becoming her highest charting album on the chart. NAACP Image Award recipient for her work with singer Eric Benet, six-time Grammy Award nominee, and has been nominated for numerous other awards and accolades, including a Soul Train Music Award, a Source Award, and 4 Juno Awards. She has been married to former basketball player Grant Hill since 1999. They have two daughters diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. In 2003, Tamia is an advocate for the National Multiple Sclerosis Society on behalf of others affected by the disease. Tamia is currently 50 years old. Once again, she was born May 9th, 1975. Singer, songwriter, record producer. Her years active was 1993 to present. Her husband is Grant Hill. She has two children. Her genres is R&B, soul, gospel. Her labels Def Jam, Elektra, and her website is tamiaworld.com. She is born in Winter in Windsor, Ontario, the only daughter of a white father and black mother, Barbara Pettin. She had three younger brothers named Taras, Ta, Tajay, and Trajan. Sorry if I'm pronouncing the name. Washington gave birth to Tamia when she was 17 years old and raised her children as a single mom. Aside from the music she heard and sang at church, Tamia was exposed to diverse music from an early age by her mother. I had a feeling Tamia was mixed. I just had no idea what it was. At the age six, uh, at the age of, as early as age 6, she was on stage singing at a local church, and by age 12, had already been involved in several musicals, which helped hone her musical skills. Tamia studied piano and voice with renowned Windsor musician Eugene Davis, who was also instrumental in encouraging her to pursue her vocal talent. It was not long before she was able to develop her skills in the Walkerville uh, Center for Creative Arts program for visual and performing arts students introduced at Walkerville Collegiate Institute in Windsor. I always wanted to go to performing arts school, but I think the biggest thing is I have a hard time remembering my lines. But I always wanted to do like that. I could read the paper all day, but when it comes to reading out loud with no paper and you not reading from anything, I would forget my lines. Even in movies, I always wanted to be an actor, but I feel like there would be certain lines you would probably have to say. And I know people ad lib a lot of the lines and stuff, and they make it look so easy, but I always feel like I forget certain parts. Along with attending high school in Walkerville, she made several appearances on local theater and choral concerts before winning Canada's prestigious YTV Achievement Award for Vocal Performance in 1993. In 1994, Tamia performed at the Multiple Sclerosis Benefit in Aspen, Colorado, when she met music manager Lionel Richie's ex-wife Brenda, who was sponsoring the event and introduced herself to Tamia after the show. A few months later, Tamia, who was being courted by Warner Bros. Records at the time, called Richie to say that she was coming to Los Angeles, California for a photo session, resulting in her lasting stay in the management deal with Richie. Okay. Weeks later, Richie arranged for her to perform at a star-studded party that she held for singer Luther Vandross. Her performance reportedly expressed all in attendance, including veteran producer Quincy Jones, who took notice and later offered her a chance to appear on his album Q Juke Joint in 1995. So there's a younger picture to Mia in 1998 on the side. I took around time she did the A New Day album, if I'm not mistaken, maybe because that's actually the only Tamia album I ever had. You know what? No, people ask me all the time what was the first album I ever had from any artist. And the crazy thing about it, this is Tamia's birthday, and I'm doing this video. Tamia is actually the first cassette tape I ever had. Because I remember I don't know if it was my birthday or Christmas, but my mom got me this radio. Y'all know the little toy radios that had the microphone and you could do karaoke. So my mom got me this toy radio with a microphone, and it had like a cassette player on there. And I believe she got me Tamia's a new day on a cassette tape, and my great grandparents got me Willie Nelson. I had no idea who Willie Nelson was. Now I heard Tamia music on the radio. I had no idea who Willie Nelson was, but I appreciated the gift. And I used to be trying to sing Tamia songs all the damn time. I don't know whatever happened to that radio and whatever happened to that cassette tape. I don't know if somebody stole it. I don't know what. But I used to be singing Stranger in My House all day long. Or at least trying to. Alright, so now we're going to go to 1993 to 1999 collaborations in Tamia. You Put a Move on My Heart. Micah Paris cover was one out of several Jones songs Tamia recorded vocals for. Excuse me. Selected as the first single from Q Juke Joy, it became a moderate commercial success, reaching at the top 20 of the U.S. Billboard Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs, but earned acclaim from critics, resulting in the Grammy Award nomination for Best Female R&B Vocal Performance at the 39th ceremony. Tamia, along with Babyface Portrait and Barry White, received a second nomination that night for Slow Jams, the second single from Jones' album, which fared similarity on the charts, peaking at number 2 on the New Zealand singles chart and received a third nod at the Best Pop Collaboration Vocals category for her performance on Missing You, a collaboration with singers I said Missy, sorry. Brandy, Gladys Knight, and Shaka Khan for the soundtrack of the 1996 film Set It Off. A top 30 success on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100, it was certified gold by the Recording Industry Association of America. In 1997, Tamia made her film action thriller Speed 2 Cruise Control, playing the cruise liner's musical entertainer. The Diane Warren penned single Make Tonight Beautiful, which was released as part of the film's soundtrack. The same year, the same year she has also appeared in television sitcoms such as Rock Me Baby and Keenan and Kel, and recorded the all-star charity single Love Showing Her for the National Committee for the Prevention of Child Abuse, along with All for One, Michael Bolton, and others. Following it, Jones enlisted a series of several producers to work on Tamia's debut solo album, including Jermaine Dupri, Tim and Bob, and Mario Winans, many of which would become frequent producers on subsequent projects. Upon this April 1998 release, Tamia received a mixed to positive reception by critics who complimented Tamia's vocal performance and the progression from her earlier recorded material Uneven. It debuted at number 67 on the U.S. Billboard 200. Five singles were released, including top 20 entries Imagination and So Into You. In 1999, Tamia garnered two Juno Award nominations for Best New Soul Artist and R&B Soul Recording of the Year. 1999 to 2005. In 1999, Tamia collaborated with American singer Eric Benet on his single "Spend My Life with You," reached the top of Billboard's Hot R&B Hip Hop Song chart and earned her a fourth Grammy Award nomination as well as the NAACP Image Award for Outstanding Song. Frustrated by Quest label politics, Tamia transitioned to Elektra Records the same year and began work on her second album, A New Day. Rapper Missy Elliott, frequent co-producer Bank Dallas Austin and Shep Crawford worked with Tamia on a majority project, which she declared not as ballad driven as her debut album and felt it was more aggressive in terms of the formats of the songs. Released on October 2000, A New Day received a mixed response from critics who complimented her more stylish sound but found the material inconsistent. It debuted and peaked at number 46 on the Billboard 200 and became her first top 10 entry on the top R&B hip hop albums, peaking at number 8. A steady seller, it reached gold success in the US and produced three of Tamia's commercially most successful singles, including her only US Billboard Hot 100 top 10 hit single Stranger in My House. In 2001, A New Day was nominated in the R&B Soul Recording of the Year category at the annual Juno Awards. In 2003, Tamia appeared on the international top 10 hit Until rapper Fabulous from his second studio album Sweet Dreams. 2003, on her 2008 single So Into You. It reached the top 5 in Australia and the US and was followed by Officially Missing You, the lead single from her third album. Initially titled Still, this project was indefinitely bumped from its original August 2003 schedule after Tamia multiple sclerosis diagnosis and subsequent treatment. With the illness in remission, she resumed work later that year and arranged additional recording sessions to revamp parts of the album. Finally released in April 2004, More was released on generally mixed reception from music critics and debuted and peaked at number 17 on the U.S. Billboard 200 and number 4 on the top R&B hip hop albums, which first week sales of 71,000 copies, marking the highest selling and highest charting of Tamia's catalog yet. In support of More, Tamia was featured on the Verizon Ladies First Tour, co-headlined by Beyonce, Alicia Keys, and Missy Elliott. It became one of the biggest concert tours of the year. In 2005, More became to me a third consecutive album to earn a Juno Award nomination in the R&B Soul Recording of the Year category. Now, 2005 to 2013. Between Friends and Beautiful Surprise. In order to gain more creative control over future projects, Tamia left Elektra amid its merger with Atlantic Records in 2005 and decided to go independent, founding her own record label, Plus One Music Group. Unlike previous projects, she only consulted longtime contributor Shep Crawford to work with her on her fourth studio album. A rather intimate process. The pair met on a daily basis in the recording studio in Orlando, Florida, to write and produce new songs, with Rodney Darkchild Jerkins providing additional material late to the production of the album. Alluding to her working relationship with Crawford, it was eventually titled Between Friends and first released in May 2006 in South Africa, followed by a worldwide distribution in the fourth quarter of 2006. A moderate commercial success, it peaked at number 66 on the Billboard 200 while peaking at number 2 on Billboard's independent albums. Its first two singles, Can't Get Enough and Me, both reached the top 30 on the Hot R&B Hip Hop Song Chart. In November 2009, Greatest Hits, a compilation album, was released in South Africa. The same year, Tamia announced that she was working with Crawford to form a super group called TDK, along with singers Kelly Price and Deborah Cox. Their joint album, A Queen Project, failed to materialize, however, due to timing issues and label politics. In August 2012, Tamia's fifth studio Beautiful, Beautiful Surprise was released on Plus One Music and EMI Music. She worked with a vast of different producers on the album, including Chuck Harmony, The Runners, and Carvin and Ivan. Beautiful Surprise earned a mixed reception from music critics and debuted at 23 on the Billboard 200 and number 6 on the top R&B hip hop albums. The lead single, Beautiful Surprise, co-written by Claude Kelly and Salam Remy, peaked at numbers 24 on the Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs. Both the single and its parent album received nominations in the Best R&B Song and Best R&B Album categories at the 55th Annual Grammy Awards, while garnering Tamia a Soul Train Music Award nomination at the 2012 Soul Train Music Awards. In support of Beautiful Surprise, Tamia joined R. Kelly during the Single Ladies tour in October until December 2012. And 2004 President Love Liar. In August 2014, Tamia signed with Def Jam Records, marking her return to major ranks. Her sixth album, Love Life, was completed in 10 days and released on June 9, 2015 in the United States in collaboration with her own label, Plus One Music Group. A departure from her previous independent projects, she worked with a wider range of high-profile producers on his songs, including Paul the Don, as well as Oak Felder and Pop Lancel from duo Pop and Oak, as well as frequent collaborators Christopher Tricky Stewart and The Dream. Love Life earned generally favorable reviews from critics who summed it as grown up, worn, and R&B at its finest, and debuted at number 24 on the U.S. Billboard 200, selling 16,000 copies in the week ending June 14, 2015. It also debuted on top of Billboard's top R&B albums and at number 2 on the top R&B hip hop albums, becoming to me its highest charting album ever on both charts, and produced three singles, including lead singles "Sandwich in the Soda" and follow-up "Stuck with Me," both of which reached the top 20 on Billboard adult R&B songs. Tamia's seventh album, Passion Like Fire, was released on September 2008 through Plus One, 21 Entertainment, and E1 Music. A breakaway from her previous album, she worked with a smaller team of collaborators on the album involving longtime contributors Little Ronnie, Step Crawford, and Salon Remy. While critical reception was generally lukewarm, the album debuted at number 145 on the U.S. Billboard 200, becoming her lowest charting album yet. Also reaching number 17 on top R&B albums chart, its release was preceded by a singles "Leave It Smoking" and "Today I Do," the former of which became her biggest hit in years, peaking at number 2 on Billboard adult R&B songs. In support of the album, Tamia embarked on the Passion Like Fire tour, which launched on September 18, 2018, and visited most of the major U.S. cities. In 2019, she was awarded the Soul Music Icon Award at the 4th Annual Black Music Honors. In 2023, Tamia was awarded with honorary Doctor of Music degree from Morris Brown College in Atlanta, Georgia. And now we're going to get in her personal life. Singer Anita Baker introduced Tamia to American basketball player through a blind date in Detroit, Michigan in 1996. After a courtship of about 3 years, the pair wed on July 24th, 1999, in a private reception in Battle Creek. The ceremony was officiated by Hill's cousin, Rev. John H. Grant, and attended by 250 guests. The couple initially resided in Detroit, but later relocated in Orlando when Hill left the Detroit Pistons to sign with the Orlando Magic team. They have two daughters, Mila Grace, born January 23rd, 2002, and Leah Rose Hill, born August 9th, 2007. In 2003, amid the recording of her third Armour Doctors at Duke University Hospital in Durham, North Carolina, diagnosed Tamia with multiple sclerosis, a demyelinating disease in which the insulation covers of nerve cells in their brain and spinal cord are damaged after she had been experiencing mystifying bouts of fatigue and numbness in her hands, feet, and legs. While the music project was indefinitely bumped from its original August 2003 schedule, she went to subsequent treatment using cort- corticosteroids. Corticosteroids? I'm sorry if I'm butchering these words, to help delay the onset of more severe symptoms. Diagnosed early, the illness has since been in remission though she has occasional but controllable symptoms. Sorry if I'm butchering stuff wrong, but that is the life of Tamia. Big happy birthday shout out to Tamia. Her albums are Tamia, A New Day, More, Between Friends, Beautiful Surprise, Love Life, Passion Like Fire. This is a list of the tours she's been on. This is some songs and awards that she either won or was nominated for. So big happy 50th birthday to Mia. Much love to Tamia, family, including her husband Grant Hill. Y'all like, comment, hit that bell, be notified, and I'll get back to you on the next.